Welcome. Today we are breaking down what data engineering really is. And don't worry, I'm not going to throw 47 buzzwords at you in the very first minute. Right now, data engineering is one of the most misunderstood yet most in demand tech jobs. Companies are actually hiring data engineers like crazy. But most people still don't know what the job actually is. So, in the next few minutes, I'm going to explain data engineering in the simplest way possible and show you why it's becoming one of the hottest careers of the decade. Before we jump in, let me give you one fact. Even in the shaky job market, layoffs, hiring freezes, recession fear, data engineering roles are increasing. They are not decreasing. But why? Because companies has one obsession. They use data to make smarter decisions, automate everything, and cut the cost. But here is the twist. You can't do any of that, like analytics, dashboards, AI, machine learning, unless someone actually gets the data into the usable form. So, here is a very simple definition. Data engineering is the work of collecting, cleaning, organizing, and delivering the data. So, companies can actually use it. That's it. But don't underestimate it. Without data engineers, businesses are basically blindfolded. Think of a data scientist as a chef. If the ingredients are missing, dirty, or expired, even the world's best chef can't make the decent dish. Data engineers are the people who make sure ingredients arrive on the time, in the right format, cleaned, processed, and organized properly. We are the people who bring the data, who prepares it, and put it exactly where it needs to be. So this is exactly what a data engineer does. So we basically handle the messy, unglamorous, but absolutely critical work of pulling the data from the databases, APIs, files, and streaming sources. So after that, we start to clean it, like removing the duplicates, fixing errors, standardizing the formats, and then what we are going to do? We are going to transform it, like performing the joins, aggregating them, enriching them, and finally storing it in the warehouses or lake houses, making sure it is fast, reliable, and available for analytics. Automating the entire flow so it runs 24 by 7. In short, we build the pipes, roads, and also the infrastructure that actually carry the company's most valuable asset, what we call data. So, what is the real issue? Data is actually everywhere, but it's useless. So these were few of the examples of the scattered sources. Like you have the data in the APIs, you have the data CSV format, it may be in the log format, maybe the clickstream data, maybe the real-time events, which is really useful. But if it is scattered, it is definitely useless. So consider MySQL has order transactions. Kafka streams the real-time click data, and Salesforce actually holds the customer complaints. CSV files from the vendors arrive via email. Now, the businesses can see the daily sales, customer churn, delivery delays, product performance, and regional demand. Without that pipeline, none of those insights exist. So, a data engineer builds an automated pipeline that actually extracts all the data, cleans it. We will then remove the duplicates, validates the quality of the data, join join the data whenever it is required, and loads it into the warehouses like Snowflake, Redshift, and automate everything at the end. So, here are the key business outcomes. It is helpful in accurate sales metrics, predictive analytics, customer segmentation, delivery performance insight, and CSV vendor files. So, engineer actually creates Spark or Glue jobs. better inventory decisions, and it is used for faster experimentation. Companies are actually collecting more data than ever. They are collecting app logs, website events, sensor data, payments like customer behavior, AI workloads, and guess what? Storing data is easy, but using data is hard. That's why data engineers are becoming more crucial everywhere. Every year, AI cannot run without data. Machine learning also cannot run without data. BI teams also cannot run without data. And people who make all of this is the data engineers. Yes, data engineering is simply about getting the right data to the right people at the right time. Clean, reliable, and ready for analysis. And in the today's market, this skill is becoming recession proof. In the next videos, I am breaking down each skill you need to become a strong data engineer in simple, real world terms you can actually understand. So, you are going to understand what ETL means, what ELT means. Don't worry, we are going to explain this in the next videos in a very clear way. So, subscribe if you want to complete the data engineering series explained in plain English. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the next video.